Hey everyone, this is Lynn. It is Weigh-In Monday, and today is January the 8th, 2024. So we're a week into the new year, and I want to welcome all my new subscribers. I appreciate all of you. I know that I did have an interview with Carrie from Homestead How on Saturday, and I know a lot of you came on and subscribed to me after watching that interview. So I really appreciate it. I'm so happy to have you here, and I'm very thankful that you watched the interview. And so welcome to the channel. And I do weekly weigh-in videos on Mondays, and so I kind of share how I'm doing with my weight. And I'm coming out a little bit later today than usual because I had an optometry appointment this morning, and I was really curious to find out what was going to happen with my optometry appointment, because I've heard people say that on the carnivore diet your vision can get better. And I noticed with my current glasses that, I do get blurry vision. So I was really curious to find out what would happen. And yes, my optometrist confirmed my vision is better. So I'm super happy about that. So I did pick out a new pair of glasses, and they're going to be a couple weeks, and they're different than what I'm used to. I have these really kind of standard frames that I usually order, and they're still really basic. I wanted to go for some kind of fun ones. I thought, yeah, no, I'm not that brave yet. We'll see, maybe later. But I got some new glasses coming in a couple of weeks, so hopefully then it'll help, because I'm wondering why I'm having trouble seeing things and my vision's getting blurry. And with my mast cell activation syndrome, I can already get kind of dizzy and can have blurry vision. And I didn't know, is it the mast cell disease or is it my vision? So once I get my new glasses, I'll really be able to tell if I have blurry vision or issues like that, if it's really the mast cell issue or if it's my vision. So I'm pretty excited about that. So that was really good news. And had a great week. I know that I started my plank challenge on the 1st, not knowing if I could even get myself up, because the last time I tried one, I couldn't even get myself up off the floor. And I was super excited to find out that, yes, I could actually do a plank. And I started out at just 8 seconds. And yesterday, and I did post a video yesterday, I was up to 28 seconds in some change. But each day, I'm getting better. And it's funny because I'm actually kind of nervous now going into doing a plank, because I feel like I don't want to disappoint you guys if I don't do as good. I don't want to disappoint myself either. But I have to be realistic, and I hope that I keep getting better each day, honestly. But I'm not going to be too hard on myself if I do have a day where I don't, maybe hold it a little bit less. I'm going to do my very best to hold it as long as I can. But they are hard. They're really hard, and I'm trying to do it with really good form, and like my physical therapist told me to do. And so it's been fun. I'm actually feeling a good sense of fulfillment from doing this, challenging myself. And that was one of my goals for 2024, is to push myself out of my comfort zone physically, because the carnivore diet is now inside my comfort zone. It's comfortable for me now. It's not a challenge. It's an easy way to eat. And my body is responding incredibly well. And I'm losing weight. My rosacea is looking, I do have some, right here and here, a little bit of rosacea, maybe a little bit right here. But generally speaking, compared to before, my rosacea is unbelievably better. Honestly, people wouldn't look at me like I'm a leper anymore like they used to. I mean, I looked horrible before. You guys have seen the pictures. Maybe I'll put it up again just to remind you if you're new. Horrible rosacea. It's so embarrassing, and very, makes you really self-conscious and not even want to go out and interact with people when your face looks like that. But anyways, it's been a tremendously healing time since I've been on the carnivore diet. And so right now, the fitness, getting myself back in shape. I was on medical leave for almost a year, and so incredibly deconditioned and morbidly obese. Technically, I'm still classified, I believe, as morbidly obese. I haven't checked. Maybe I'll check and see how close I am to my goal of being just obese. And of course, the goal after that is to be overweight and then normal, hopefully. But yeah, I'm getting close. So it's exciting. Now we did have company last weekend. We had my in-laws coming, and we took some really great walks. I'll maybe post some video at the end and show you some the places that we went. And there's a really beautiful park called Lighthouse Park, and it's just like 20 minutes west of us. It's in a town called Mukilteo, which is really hard to say. It took me a while after moving up here to Washington to figure out how to say that, but you guys know, I mean, people know Boeing. You know, Boeing is huge in the Seattle area, but Everett is where one of the Boeing facilities is, and this is it's like just past that. And there's a ferry terminal, and it's right there on the Puget Sound, and it has an old lighthouse that's kind of now more like a historical, place. It's really cool, and we like to go walking there. And then we went out to dinner. It was my mother-in-law's birthday, and we went out to dinner and went to a place where there's all these cool lights, all the trees, everything all lit up. So I'll show you some pictures. It was really cool, but I got a lot of walking in. I have my new smartwatch, not an Apple Watch. It's the cheap one. And I know some of you have bought it. I'll link it again. I'm really, really liking it. It does a lot. It doesn't do everything the Apple Watch does, but it does everything that I want it to do. And that day, my steps were half decent. Like normally my steps are under 2,000, and right now it's raining, and so it's hard to get the steps in. Maybe we'll join a gym. We'll see. But then my steps were like 70,000, which for me was really good. But I'm trying to get some exercise each day, and it is cold. Like we've had decent weather, like in the 40s and sometimes even pushing 50. And today it's like in the mid 30s and raining. We're supposed to get snow on Saturday. So I guess winter has set in. But anyways, let's get on to this week's results. I think I covered everything that I wanted to cover about my week. Yeah. And have been on, a lot of live streams, and it's been a lot of fun. I'm really enjoying it and just loving interacting with the carnivore community. If you're new to the carnivore diet or just looking into it, really dive into people's channels and get to know the carnivore community is awesome and super supportive. And, because we believe we're seeing so much improvement in our health. And, when you finally find something that helps you feel so much better, you want to share it. And yeah, people think we're kind of crazy, but hopefully over time that's going to change. But okay, so on to my results for this week. So I weighed in this morning at 276.0, which is a 2.2 pound scale loss from last week, which is great. I wasn't sure what to expect today, to be honest. It's one of those times where I don't know if I've gained or lost or stayed the same. And I remember I mentioned last week that 275 was a previous set point for me, where I stayed at that for quite a while. And I don't know if my body is still remembering that set point. But I was curious to see what my weight would do as I got closer to this 275. So I'm 1 pound off. And so far, it's not slowing down as far as the weight loss. So that's good. That's really encouraging. So 2.2 pounds down on the scale. Now, again, I'm noticing my fat-free body weight. It's still improving. The good tissue, I'm still gaining that good tissue. It was like more 1 pound or more increments before, and now it's less than a pound at a time. So this week it was 0.6 of a pound. 0.8 of that was actual muscle, and then I obviously lost 0.2 of water. My bones stayed the same this week. But that makes my fat loss, my total fat loss, when you take my scale loss and you factor in the gain of the good tissue, my actual fat loss for the week was 3.8 pounds. So like literally almost 4 pounds of fat loss this week, which is incredible. Absolutely phenomenal. My visceral fat did stay the same. And again, it takes like maybe 4 weeks before I see another drop in the visceral fat. So it's 23, started out at 30. The goal is to get to 15, the upper limit of acceptable. My darn metabolic age is still 62. I just have to pause every time I see that. Like, what is it going to take? I don't know. Maybe I need to get 50 pounds thinner than I am now. I don't know. We're going to find out. But my scale still thinks I'm 62. But anyways, maybe by the time it changes, I will be 62. Who knows? Hope not. That would be horrible. But everything else is looking good. My basic metabolic rate continues to go up. And I do know that metabolic age is supposed to go down as the metabolic rate goes up. So mine's just creeping up. So hopefully at some point it's going to, somewhere in that formula, it's going to tell my scale that I'm not 62. I'll take 61. Just move me in the right direction. That would be great. Yeah. But anyways, I'm learning to be patient with this. This is the only thing about this scale that is like baffling me. Like, what's it going to take? My husband, his scale, he started out a few years older than his age, and it's already at his age. So I know that it can change. His metabolic age did change. Mine did, but he only had like 30 pounds to lose. So maybe if I get within 30 pounds, I'll start to see the difference. I don't know. But so overall scale weight since the beginning, I have lost 63.6 pounds. I have gained 22.6 pounds of good tissue, muscle, bone. And so my actual fat loss since the beginning is 86.2 pounds. I love it. Love it. I love being able to report my losses in both the scale weight and the fat loss, because it just reminds me of the health benefits of eating this way. That it's not, and we know it's not all about the scale. And I do take measurements too, and I report them periodically, but we know it's not all about the scale weight, that final number on the scale. And that's why I love using the body composition scale, because I can see that the changes in my body composition, and it's great to say the actual fat loss is 86.2 pounds. Unbelievable. Wow. So anyways, the results have been fantastic. So I hope that you're joining me with the plank challenge. I do read your comments, and I am going to be filming my plank and timing my plank again today. I do have a busy day today because I have a live stream. I'm interviewing somebody this afternoon, 4 p.m. Pacific time, and please join us if you can. She's a pretty newbie to the carnivore community, and I'd like to show her some support, show her how wonderful the carnivore community is. And we need to cheer each other on, because the world out there, I think, thinks we're kind of nuts. So we need to cheer each other on and provide each other support. And we do a fantastic job of that. Absolutely. So anyways, that's it for today. I'm pretty sure I covered everything I needed to cover. And keep commenting and letting me know how you're doing on this plank challenge. And wherever you started, the goal is to improve. Some of you started way better than I did, and your beginning number was even better than my number yesterday, but that's okay. I mean, we're all at different phases, and I still have probably 100 pounds to lose. So I've got this big old body that's trying to lift up off the floor, and it's hard, but we just kind of have to work with what we have. So anyways, hope everyone is having a fantastic day. Have a wonderful week, and I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye. So we are at Lighthouse Park at Mukilteo. There's a lot of people on the beach with fires. This is January 1st, 2023. And it's not raining, so people in Washington are out enjoying themselves. Is that a Christmas tree at the end of the dock there? Yeah, it is. It's a Christmas tree. There's a couple houses. I don't know. Do you guys know which one is the lighthouse keeper's house? The old one? Oh, this one right here?
It says it.
Oh, it says it's the lighthouse keeper's house? What's the other one?
That's the assistant.
Oh, the assistant lighthouse keeper. Okay. Wow, it took two households to run this little lighthouse. Interesting. Yeah, this is a ferry terminal too, so you can see way off in the distance there's one ferry, and then coming back is another ferry, and it docks just over on the other side of the lighthouse. But if we want to go over to the island, we will hop on that ferry. It's a pretty quick ride. Looks like it's going to be a beautiful sunset today. Yeah. Hey, from Boca to you.
Yeah. Happy New Year, everybody.
Happy New Year.